Oh, are you doing planks like this where you have this sloppy, curvy looking plank where you may have back pain or you're just not feeling your core or getting much out of it? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to correct your plank into better positioning. So one, you can reduce any back pain. Two, get the core activation you're looking out of getting from a plank, but then also show you some other plank variations so you can get more out of this basic plank position. Reach! Hey, I'm Dr. RJ Burr of Reach Rehab and Chiropractic Performance Center. We make these videos on YouTube to teach you how to get rid of pain, be stronger, more resilient, so that you can live your best life. So in this video, we're gonna go through the plank. Most people are not doing planks well, so they're causing issues, you're not getting much out of it. And let's be honest, just holding a plank forever, there's more efficient or better things you can be doing to add variety and get more out of your plank if you're gonna spend time doing it anyway. So we're gonna go through those pieces. But first and foremost, we have to understand alignment. So you can do a plank, but doing a plank is different from doing a quality plank or a good plank. And it comes down to alignment first, but then we also want to breathe through it. And then we also want to control that position as long as we can or through different variations. So that's alignment, breathing, control. That's A, B, C. Well, would you know, we have a thing called the core ABCs, which stand for alignment, breathing, and control. And we're going to apply those core ABC principles that we teach all day, every day to the plank so that you understand what is a good plank versus a bad plank and how to get more out of it. And you can apply these core ABCs to anything else you'd like. All right, so first we're gonna set up our plank, but we're actually gonna go into a knees and forearms plank. So a lot of planks are set up on your hands and your feet like this, which is fine, but this can be tough to get into, figure out your alignment in this position. And in my opinion, you can do a lot of cheating through your hands and your forearms in a high plank. So I personally just like a lower plank because it's easier to set your shoulders and it's easier to get into better position. But we're actually gonna bring the knees down because we're in a lower plank like this. This gives us more control of our pelvis, which is this J-Lo booty, plumber butt area, so our core, okay? So the first thing about a plank is that most people, when they set these up, we arch in the back like this and drop the head down. Why do we do this stuff? It's because it's easy. When you can just kind of hang from your joints, it's way easier than holding a really good position. But holding a good position gives you that core and shoulder and hip activation you're looking for. The whole purpose of doing a plank in the first place is getting stronger and better, so why not get the most out of it? So I'm gonna teach you that. So we're going to forearms and knees here. And what we're gonna be looking for is to get out of that big old J-Lo booty arch and get a little bit more neutral. Now, we don't want like a big rounded plumber butt, you know, or tucking your tail between your legs appearance. We don't want the big old J-Lo booty. We want somewhere right in between, almost like a tabletop. Like imagine if I had a glass of wine on my back. I wanna make sure it's not tumbling toward my head or falling off my arse in the back direction. So I wanna find that neutral. So you can literally just J-Lo booty and plumber butt, as we call it, and then find that in between. And don't be afraid if you have like the shake and bakes. This is kind of challenging in the core just to shift between those positions. So shake as much as you need, find that neutral, okay? That's your A, it's your alignment, okay? Next thing we're gonna do once we have this is breathe through it. What we wanna focus on is can we breathe in our abdomen and not just up into our chest. So we should get a little bit of expansion in our core here when we breathe. If you can't, that may mean one, you may not have good control of your diaphragm, or number two, this position is just too challenging for you to breathe in this position. So if you have trouble breathing here, we can link a video that goes over breathing here that you can check out for more of that breathing practice, okay? So now we have alignment, breathing. Last is gonna be control. So what's control? I mean, it's just controlling the position and breathing through it. Now a plank is a static position, but if we can add some variations to it to make it more challenging and be able to control those, okay? So we'll go over some variations in just a second, but now that we have this alignment and breathing in this plank position, we can now bring it up into full foot and hands plank. So I'm gonna go from this position here, and I'm simply gonna maintain my alignment and come up into full plank. Now if you start dropping here, all right, we gotta fix that and flatten back out. All right, so let's go back to knees. I'm gonna find my neutral. I'm gonna come up on the toes. You should find that holding this now is substantially more difficult, and you can get some of the shakes in the core. We're doing this is freaking easy. Tucking and holding here, that is challenging, especially trying to breathe through it. Good. Once you've got that down, you need a break. Next step is now to bring your plank up into the hands, into the traditional plank. Now we're gonna get into our full plank. So I'm gonna set up my alignment. I'm on my hands here now. and I'm gonna come up off the knees and hold my position here. And you can use a mirror if needed. Now, I can't tell, but I likely have my butt a little higher than a full straight plank. The thing is that spinal alignment precedes how good your plank looks like in a straight line. So if I'm in a straight line here, but I have a huge old arch in my back, this is not great. I'd rather have your butt higher, where then you can tuck under and neutralize your spine and get more of that core activation. This is a better position than down here, right? Because some people, we lack some hip flexibility where quite literally here, you can't tuck under. You have to go up a little bit in order to get that space in order to tuck your pelvis. I'd rather have you up here than down here with that arch. All right, so now that we understand how to align, breathe, and then control the plank position, let's add a few variations in here, and we'll keep them short and simple, but the goal with this is to control the change. So we're working stability. Stability, your ability to control change. How long you can do it is strength, your ability to resist that change. So the longer you do it, you'll build some more strength, but really what we're challenging your stability, your ability to control this and not fall over. So let's start with the full plank, and we'll come up into position here. Right? And just to start, to make it super easy, we'll just do a leg lift. Simply hold here. We're going from 4 points of contact now to 3. And all I'm doing is maintaining position, alternate sides with control, slow, breathing, and resisting the weeble wobbles from side to side or fire hydranting, here. You want to stay as stable as possible, okay? Once we have the legs, next we can try the hands. This is tougher, so you may want to go a little bit more narrow. We're gonna lift one hand up, touch the elbow, and then switch sides. Good. Another one we can do now is we can switch from going from knees into full plank. So we can do a touch and then come down. Touch and come down. Another one we can do is go to our forearms plank and to our full plank. So I can slowly control coming down into forearms and then back up, which I think out of the 4, this one is the most challenging. Good. And then last but not least, my favorite, we can stir the pot from good old Stu McGill. And all that is we're not gonna stir the pot. It's traditionally done in a ball. Well, we don't have a ball, so we're gonna have to move ourselves. So we'll call it stir ourselves. We're gonna do some circles in this manner here. We can do small circles. You can do big circles, clockwise, counterclockwise, just maintaining alignment and breathing, controlling the motion. I can do it with my forearms as well. Shoot, if I want to get tired, I can do it on my knees as well. A little harder here, but you just wanna make sure to control your alignment and that you're not dipping through the low back, you're not getting sloppy, and you're breathing through it. So if you're starting to lose your alignment, breathing control, take a break, right? You don't want to force this stuff. You do it as the most quality version as possible. So when you start your plank, as soon as you start breaking perfect form, whether it's 10 seconds or 60 seconds, as soon as you start losing alignment and breathing and that control, take a break and then go again. Whew. All right, that's a lot of core work there and trying to talk at the same time. So if you like this idea of this core ABCs, alignment, breathing, control, we have plenty of videos in our YouTube channel regarding breathing, core work, the ABCs, all that stuff. But we also have a custom built core course for you where we take all that content and we put it to you, give it to you in a full package where we take you from start to finish, that we give you exactly what you need to learn how to use your core in the right way. And it's not just having you do core exercise, it's teaching you how to use the ABCs. So once you understand the principles, you can make up any core exercise you want. So we teach you all that stuff, not only to help you reduce injuries, reduce pain, but also improve your performance substantially. So if you're interested in that, check out the description for more details. All right, if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and also please give us suggestions in the comments, because if you comment with something thoughtful that's helpful for other people, hey, we'll make that video for you next.